Assalamu alaikum students. Now it's our first class of English literature for grade 5. As you know, we are completing our syllabus. So now we are starting from page 120 and the chapter is Michael Phelps. In vocabulary, we are first of all we are doing the suffix. We are adding ism, that is ism, to a word which to form a noun that describe beliefs and behavior. Now I am giving you the name of nouns, that is critic, and if I add ism at the end of that word, it will become criticism. And what is the criticism? Is an act of commenting or finding fault. For example, if I always pick a fault in everywhere, that is, this is not good, it's not fair, the food is not good enough, it's not tasty, that means I'm criticizing all the time, and this behavior is called criticism. Now the second one is absenteeism. Absenteeism is the practice of not being present. If someone become habitual of not coming to the school or not coming to an institution regularly, we call this behavior absenteeism, and we made the word absenteeism by adding ism to the word absentee. Now the third one is organism. And what is the organism? It's a living thing with independent organ. Terrorism. This is a very common word when someone hurt other people without any their fault, just for his own pleasure. That is we call terrorism. The use of violence to gain submission. The next word is plagiarism. That is the act of taking others' idea or word as in one's own. In a way, it's a cheating. You can say it's a cheating or copying down the other's idea. Realism. Realism is showing things as they really are. Okay, it's not fake, but whatever you are watching, seeing, or whatever you understand, you are saying the same thing. That is realism. Magnetism. Magnetism is the power to attract. The way magnet attract iron and magnet attract each other. So magnetism is the power to attract. Now with these words, help of these words, we will fill these blanks. And that is number 1, we should not promote dash which causes fear, harm to others. So the first one is definitely terrorism. We should not promote terrorism. We should always discourage terrorism. Condemn terrorism. Gravity keeps us on the ground. It's like magnetism from within the earth. The way magnet hold things, the same way gravity hold us to the ground. You cannot copy Linda's paragraph. You can be charged for plagiarism. Okay, the plagiarism is to taking other ideas or word. Number 4th one is the principal become worried when a lots of students did not turn up for class yesterday. So the principal become worried about absenteeism. Absenteeism, that same way your principal, your teachers become worried if you are not showing up in school for a long time. The microscope allows us to see the anatomy of a dust mite, which is a tiny organism. That means a living thing which has all its organs. That is the page number 20, vocabulary. Now we are moving to another page, which is the grammar. And in grammar we have topic third conditional sentence. So what is third conditional sentence? It's to express a situation in the past that could have happened but did not take place. We use past perfect tense in the if clause and would have plus past participle in the main clause. In third conditional, usually we talk about or we write about the regrets of the life which we haven't done in the past. The best example is, if I had worked hard, I would have passed the exam. But now we can't change it because it happened in past, and I didn't work hard, so now we can change the result. So third conditional is something which is happened in, which didn't happen in past, and we are talking about if such thing would happen, then the result or consequence would be different. Okay. Now the examples are, if I had woken up early, I would have seen the sunrise. That means if I had woken up early, I would have seen the sunrise. That means I didn't woken up early. That's why I missed the sunrise. Now you will notice that there are two clauses in this. One is main clause. The other one is if clause. With if clause we will use past perfect tense. That means we will use had with third form of the verb. And with main clause we will use would have with past participle. That is, I would have seen, third form of the verb. Another example is, Harry would have bought the new skatebook if he had saved up enough money. So you see, with if clause we will use past perfect tense, and with main clause we will use would have with the third form of the verb. Now there is whole exercise. Now let's start the exercise. Complete the following third conditional sentence. The first one has been done for you. If the oven, now there is if, it's a if clause, we are using the past perfect. If the oven had worked, I would have baked a birthday cake for Sally. If we bought the tickets, we would have watched the cricket match. I would have visited Gary if I had written his address on my notepad. The fourth one is, if she dashed me, I dash tell her the way to the canteen. So first of all you have to notice that which one is the if clause. The first one is the if clause. If she had asked me, ask, A-S-K-E-D. That means we are using the third form of the verb. I would have told her the way to canteen. You would have met the coach of the national team if you had come to the match. This is the grammar portion for and page number 121. Now moving from there, now we are talking about the zero condition. And what is zero condition? In which the situation is obvious, the reaction is obvious. For example, we use zero conditional sentence to express a situation that is always true. In such sentences, we use simple present tense in both the if clause and the main clause. It means something which is obvious. Just the examples are, if you inflate the balloon, it expands. In both clause, in main clause and if clause, in both clauses we are using the same thing, same simple present tense. And now we are starting the exercise. Circle the correct answer for each conditional sentence. If it rains, the river floods, which is very obvious. The clothes dry up in an hour if the sun is bright. If he reaches the line first, he wins the race. If you mix red, blue and green paint, you get black paint. Cotton weighs more if it is soaked in water. Okay, you see, these are the statement which is always true, and in such situation either it's an if clause or the other one. We use the same thing. Now that's all for today. Thank you. Goodbye.